last stream.
On the left.
That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Here we go. Welcome to the last stream on the left, everybody. I am Ben Kissel. That's Marcus Parks. Henry, where are you?
Angeles. Now this is the peak of technology that we have control. We have 5 Skype calls all happening at once. They're in one room in New York City. I'm over here in California, and I'm free to do whatever I want.
Keep it on.
Woo!
Rules still apply.
Woo! Woo! Can't control me. It's Trump's America.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone who voted me for president and sent me this T-shirt.
Which is unfortunate because
no way did we sway the election.
It seems like all of those dumb little write-ins that everyone did that we all thought was so funny 4 days ago changed America and the world for the worse.
No, they did not. Americans were exercising their right to vote, and I appreciate every single one.
We shouldn't. They were
all
wrong.
Your support.
They were obviously wrong. We'll be fine.
We're going to be fine. Everything will have to be fine. Anyway, Marcus,
Yes,
Henry,
sir.
this is a historic day for many reasons, but the most important thing that happened today was the birth 81 years ago of the one and only
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. Happy
Charles.
birthday, Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles. He lived longer than David Bowie.
Yeah. Maybe
longer,
yeah, maybe being entombed for the better portion of your life is actually the key to success and overall longevity.
Think about how easy it is to take care of yourself when you're living in solitary confinement.
That's it, and it's like a Disney paradise if you start talking to your toothbrush and then you see it get little teeth of its own, and then what does a toothbrush use to clean its teeth?
Or it's called a schizophrenia brought on by isolation.
Oh, yes, that's right. Either way, happy birthday, Charles Manson.
And we do have a video specifically for our favorite boy, Charles Manson. You know how much we really enjoy him.
Yeah.
Charlie, this is for you.
He's
Happy
a
birthday,
man.
Charlie.
Charlie. Happy birthday. Charlie. Happy birthday.
Streamers.
Pinata.
Uh-oh.
Charlie.
Manson.
Happy birthday. Charlie.
Manson.
Happy birthday.
Man.
Oh, man, for my birthday, all I got was these lousy parents. That was me when I was a kid playing Kathy.
I think it's also really appropriate that was cats because of how much Charlie liked pussy.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Henry.
God, he must be so horny right now. It's his birthday and there's nobody there to give him a tug except for Sirhan.
Yes, and his hands are all calloused from God knows what.
We all know from our episode, Serial Killers and the Women That Love Him, we all know that Charles Manson got his heart broken almost 1 year ago today. It was right around his birthday, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That Star, it might have been 2 years ago, that Star up and broke his heart by telling him that she wanted to marry him, but instead really only wanted his body to cart around the country and charge 2 bits a gander.
See, that's all I want is someone to marry me for my body.
Yes. Henry, is
Sexually.
it possible that we could channel an inner Charles Manson? Because it would be amazing to hear what he thinks about 81 years on planet Earth.
goddamn birthday cake. I asked for a birthday cake and all people brought me was this cake. Yes, Charlie, yes. Well, you said you wanted a birthday cake. So it's been like, a birthday cake is like a bunch of spiders all covered in jism. It's like, no, that's a bunch of spiders covered in jism. And he's just like, I'm sorry, I had a bit of mushrooms left in one of my molar caps.
And what a birthday gift that is. Yes, Star, she started showing up to the visitations with a fella named Chad? Was it Chad? Was that his name?
I'm pretty sure it was Chad, yeah.
I just can't imagine that. What a middle school fucking bullshit thing to pull, that you just show up with your buddy. Like now you're dating him and then all of a sudden you got some guy named Chad hanging out with you. Meanwhile, Charlie's just sitting there just being like, it's like, I'll fuck both of you. Like, I mean, honestly, I will have sex with both of you if you allow it.
They would have loved it, but it turns out I don't think the jail guards would have allowed it. Definitely not.
You can pay them. He's got money in his commissary, right?
Yeah, but I think you get ramen and maybe a back rub every now and again. Maybe a soup.
He really didn't have much in his commissary because remember how they gained his trust was by bringing him toiletries.
Oh, yeah, but you can never have enough. I mean, they give you a certain finite number of times of things you can have, but in reality, you can never have enough.
I'd eat someone's pussy if they brought me mouthwash, but that's also just because it's eating a pussy. You're just into eating pussy. You'll do it for a lot of shit. You know what I mean? He would have eaten pussy if you kicked him in the nuts. You know, like you'd have to woo Charles Manson.
That's great, and that was Henry Zabrowski's political corner. Very good.
I have opinions.
That's right. All right, so let's move on now. This next story, personally, I don't like covering it. I don't like covering it.
Ben does not like this one bit, but I believe that we have to. It is historically important. Anybody who watches the show knows that I'm a bit of a history buff.
He is.
And this is actually a very important historical story. Last week, a pair of Eva Braun's panties.
Not Brown's, Braun. Eva Braun's panties sounds like something you go sniff at the dollar store.
Except, I'm sorry, grandfather. Eva Braun.
I'm just Eva Braun. Eva Braun's panties. Make sure you're a truck driver and then you get a free pair.
Do you think your grandfather in heaven probably at this point has just been like, oh, I can't believe someone bought some. I've had them in my coat pocket all this time.
I'm not sure.
Well, a pair of Eva Braun.
Eva Braun's underoos. I'm going to call them underoos.
Eva Braun's underoos, her knickers, her undergarments went on sale and sold for $4,000 American at auction.
I don't think, Henry, I want to hear your thoughts. My personal thought is I would expect more, but Henry?
To be honest, with those panties, we're looking at a 15-inch vagina. She is mostly vagina. I can't believe she can sit on a chair.
I think it's a close-up picture of the underwear there.
So, those are very. Now I saw a few different pictures from a few different angles. No, that's what those panties used to be. They used to go all the way up to the belly button.
Well, it was cold in Germany, and they didn't have shirts that went all the way down.
It looked like the body model used to design them was George Wendt.
Oh well, I love George Wendt, and I would love to go drinking.
So did Eva Braun have like a big sexy butt?
I mean, Eva Braun was.
Titties. Can you pull up a picture of Eva Braun?
Well,
mostly her sexy butt, if possible.
Actually, we already have a picture up there. You know, let's show Eva Braun and Hitler in happier times.
Thank you. The good days.
Let's see if.
Let's see here.
Yeah, but you can't see her figure in that.
No, yeah, you can totally see her. She's not sitting on a chair. That's her butt. Whoa!
Man, I would play bongos on those bubbalas all day long.
All right, well, that would require her to want that to happen now, wouldn't it, Henry?
All right,
I know, and I was just a good little. I would have been one of those Polish boys that would have taken from the ghetto to be used only for sex.
Oh, my
Can you please put up a normal picture of just Eva Braun? I want to see
There is no normal picture of Eva Braun.
There are a ton of normal pictures of Eva Braun. I was looking at a lot of pictures of Eva Braun earlier today.
Of course you were.
There are plenty of pictures of Eva Braun.
Ones that specifically show her Kim Kardashian-like tuchus?
Actually, there are definitely, well, not her tuchus specifically, but there are quite a few pictures of her figure.
No shit.
Yeah, this is Eva Braun at her and Hitler and all the Nazis, they had a retreat in the Bavarian Alps.
Well, it looks like she has balls.
I tell you
so
what,
I don't like that. I don't. Maybe, who knows?
She's kind of attractive.
No,
Yeah, he was a pretty powerful guy back then.
I'm jealous.
Melania. She was the Melania of her time.
Just the Melania of 1945. Oh, that is great.
All right, so okay, so just to explain to the audience,
look at that.
all right, can we
kinda
not? Okay. She is a Nazi sympathizer. We cannot get aroused looking
She's
at her.
literally a Nazi fucking just a jizz collector, but she was also a wonderful photographer.
She didn't take that. She didn't have a selfie stick. That wasn't her taking those pictures.
No, her selfie stick was a malnourished Jewish man that was forced to follow her around with one of those
Thank
old
you.
school big cameras with the big exploding flashes next to it.
This is what happens when you're alone.
I just got full of coffee. The problem is that the time hasn't changed yet for me where I can switch to booze yet. I still have to be drinking coffee.
I know, different times.
Yeah.
All right, so just to explain to the audience, Henry is in charge of the video of the chat. So if you're on the chat right now, Henry will be receiving those messages.
So this is what I'm saying. Eva Braun's being called a butterface. She's being called pointy crotch by Future
I like
Sam.
that one.
And then I saw, looks like she's been elbow deep in Hitler's tuchus.
That would be an accurate description of what she looks like.
Yes.
However, phone calls will be received by Marcus and I. Henry will be able to hear them, but you can't hear his response. So we're gonna try
So
to
you're just
figure
gonna
this
see
out.
me going like
I want
this,
Marcus to be the vessel of Henry's words because it's usually hate speech, and I don't want to have that on my personal digital record.
Not anymore, man. The country's now catching up to us. Trump will be president now, and now it's catching up to us. Now
You're
we're
not
normal.
helping.
He's not helping, but he's also not wrong.
We are not Trump supporters.
I'm not I'm literally the farthest human being from a Trump supporter.
We all
It's
are.
just got to take what's benefit of it. And you know what I could say now? I could say I eat shit all day, and it's normal.
You
Now
can
it's
finally
normal.
tell the truth. All right. So let's take a phone call.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for calling in.
Of course.
Is this your first time getting through?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, thank God, because we've had so many repeats, but we do love the repeats too.
Absolutely. What's your name?
I'm Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
What's
Ask
your
her how much money it takes to have sex with her father.
Okay, now I will relay this message, Lauren, from Henry. He asks you, how much money will it take for you to have sex with your father? Again, that is Henry's question, and it's your turn to answer.
Since he asked us the first time, I've thought about it.
We all have.
Probably all the money.
All of the
All
money.
the money?
Okay.
Everyone has a
The
price.
money's not what's important. I just need all the drugs. So
All
I
the
can
drugs.
forget.
All the drugs and all the money.
It is a stumper. Henry, he really came across asking a tough question up top when we started these live streams, 8, 9 episodes ago? All
The
right,
world
Lauren.
is catching up to me.
Henry says the world is catching up to him, but I don't. I worry that might be true. What do you want, Lauren?
I thought I would ask you guys, what would be your favorite, ceremony spot? What is the ideal ceremony spot, whether it be satanic or just for fun?
For love? Like a wedding?
For love, maybe.
Oh.
If that's
I mean, my
Where your
favorite
mind
ceremony,
goes?
it has to be the cremation of care.
What does that mean?
okay.
It's a Bohemian Grove.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where they burn the gigantic statue or the gigantic wooden carving of Moloch, the owl god.
That's great. Well,
Bohemian Grove is going to get weird this year. You mark my words.
we'll answer your question, but let's let you go so we can get in Henry here and all those things. Thank you so much for calling in. So, favorite place for a ceremony? You're saying the old Bee Grove. I'm gonna
Man, Bohemian Grove, I don't think it's actually going to get weird. I think, to be honest, it's finally going to get fun.
could be.
Bohemian Grove was described as boring. That's what they said. They said it was boring, and that Nixon also said it was a place where everybody was just there was just men blowing each other behind a statue of an owl, which does sound fun, but not when it's a bunch of 7-year-olds. You need some young people in there. You need some Spanish people in there. People that go like, ding, dong, ding,
I don't
ding,
think
ding,
the
ding.
Spanish people are going to be there. I think your version of a fun Bohemian Grove with the Trump presidency is ruined.
That's sad. Now I'm mad.
Now you're mad. Unmad yourself. I'm going to say any sort of fast food driveway. How fun would that be if you had your whole ceremony? I'm going to stick with my wedding theme. You get married at the little thing, you know, in front of like, may I take your order? I'll have her for my wife, you know. And then you walk down, and of course, I'm like, you know, some Arby's curly fries and a big Montana. And then everyone sort of goes through, orders what they want, and how fun would that be? Kind of a white trash wedding parade.
I'm kind of into that. What I plan to do is sacrifice a goat at the foot of the pyramids to open them up, because the reptilians need to get in here.
But you know,
they need to get in here.
Have you seen the pictures of people of the pyramids? If you turn the camera the other way, it's all KFC restaurants.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
all KFC McDonald's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it was in Italy too. When I went to Roma, I'm international. The Palatine Hill, that where all of the most like ancient of humankind is like right there, right next door, Starbucks, like right across the street. It's just like they just jam it in there, and just Italians. I saw an Italian man just took out his pants and he just took a shit in the middle of the street. I forgot to even tell you that story.
You didn't even tell us about this.
Oh my God!
Middle of the
And you
highway.
didn't mention he also called himself Pupolini, which a long time descendant to Mussolini. Kissel for president. Thank you for your votes. I really appreciate it.
That is great. Pupolini. I can quit now.
Comedy has been killed.
Comedy has been fixed.
So was there any
Comedy
more to
has
that
been-
story besides just an old Italian man dropping trow and shitting in the middle of the street?
No.
Good.
That is that story.
Henry,
And he went, oh, chocolate.
Henry, do you want to take the lead on introducing this next video? I know it was one that you sent. It involves similar to Eva Braun conversation, but
I sent this video to Marcus, and he really liked it enough that he shared it with Pickle Girlfriend several times during election night.
Hey, darling. Yes, Carolina did love it quite a bit. We watched it many times.
all right.
Now,
so,
this is, remember this, it's important now, especially in Trump's America. It's like all bodies are a wonderland, even ones that aren't.
don't know if
I'm
that's
automatically, I'm just saying, you need to accept all bodies, all things. So everything that comes out of this vessel, everything that comes out of this is natural and good and sweet and good.
You know what? I'm just going to introduce this thing. This is a video that that Henry sent to Marcus of a woman queefing into a microphone. Let's watch that.
Melania. Beautiful, beautiful Melania. 2020. That's our next president.
Are you saying that's Melania's first day as the first lady? That's not right.
Oh, Donald, look what I can do. I found a microphone in the garden.
Why does she sound like a Boo from The Simpsons?
Titties. Actually, the video that me and Pickle Girlfriend watched a lot of times on election night, could you Google woman farts like Chewbacca?
Oh, this video. Now, this is an impromptu move by Mr. Marcus Parks. This video will make even the most hardened criminal smile.
Yes, I sent this to all of my
like that
friends.
term.
We watched it many times on election night, and now I would love to share this with all of you viewers at home.
It was the only thing to make our friends seeing us smile. I mean, we were with hardcore, individuals who did not want the Donald to win, and this is the only thing that brought joy to everybody's face.
I got a surprise for you. Listen up real close, okay?
All right. Wow. I like it. Yeah, you really like it.
Can we hear that one more
man.
time, Titties? Let's just, let's go back.
That's for you.
Honestly,
Listen up
I'm
real
into
close,
it.
okay?
I just got so
Wait,
crazy
Henry.
ripped hard. Melania, can you believe it? I saw someone, it's unbelievable, somebody who fought longer and harder than you can, Melania. Oh, no, I do not believe it. My pussy fart.
Right.
So
Enough of the video.
How I cannot believe. Have her killed, Donald. Have the fat, battered one killed. Ouch, I will not stand for it.
Yeah, maybe that's what's been killing Kim Jong-un's wives over the years as well.
Travis, can you now play the video that I just sent you? This is the video that kept me completely sane when I was alone sitting on election night.
I
Guys,
do love this one. Let's
This
see
is
it,
Borky.
ladies.
Oh my god.
Wake me up!
Whoa! Oh my god, I love Pomeranians so much. Oh, wow. So
God,
that's
I love
just.
her.
People are often wonder what's the differences between Henry and Marcus. And I think that we've noticed a difference between the two videos that gave them solace on a very interesting election evening in America. One, not overweight, a beautiful
Beautiful.
woman tuning in the sounds of Chewbacca, and a dog singing George Michael. And it's powerful.
Enough to the fact that Natalie and both said that if we ever have a son, I'm allowed to name him Borky.
Borky Zabrowski. If you don't name him that, he'll find a way to make that his nickname anyway.
He's definitely going to have flipper ants.
Yes, and thank you so much for watching or listening to the Lobster Boy episodes.
Yes, thank you very much.
fun.
We've got something later that has a little bit more to do with that.
All right, so let's see. Should we take a call? Let's do this one story here.
You want to do this one story here?
think we
This is
should
this is a big story.
This is a very big story.
Let's do the call.
Oh, we're doing the call now, are we?
Oh my God, is this
Jesus
the person
Christ,
who's involved
Claude.
in the
This
next
is
story?
Claude. It's
Is this
Claude.
Hang up on Claude. Good Lord. How is that he's a sociopath. He always gets through. Travis, what's wrong with you? Are you having sex with Claude? Our producer is having sex with Claude. He just turned of age. Thank you, Claude, for calling.
Claude,
Unfortunately,
is it you, Claude?
he hung up.
Oh, he
Okay.
hung up.
Well,
Goddamn it.
we do love you, Claude. Thank you so much for calling. The fact you consistently get through is proof that the Lord or Satan, whoever you believe in.
He messaged me on Facebook asking what's the secret. And
He knows
and
the
I was
secret.
like, well, you tell me. I don't know how you're getting through
Like,
this.
Claude is a chaos magician. He's actually one of the serious ones that we know, so he might know something that you don't.
It's possible.
Let me let the audience know when it's rigged. So
It's all rigged.
we're
All right, so
transparent here.
let's move on, Marcus. Take the reins on this story. This is Henry. Let's be a little bit respectful because this is actually happening in real time.
Yes.
I'm very respectful.
There is a serial killer no longer on the loose.
A new serial killer has emerged and has been caught in South Carolina. Police searching the property of Todd Christopher Colehep, pictured here after his arrest.
Somebody's got some tits.
Police discovered Eva Braun, 30, chained up by her neck in a large metal toy box killer style storage container on Todd Colehep's
Colehep, yes.
Colehep's property. Colehep, it's
I
a hell
don't
of a
agree
name to
with
say.
I don't agree with it. And I
Are
don't
you
think it's
anti?
nice.
Are you anti toy
Good.
box killer style
I
storage
don't
boxes?
agree with it. I don't agree with it.
Well, police had been searching for Kayla and her boyfriend Charles Carver since August 31st and had traced their last known cell signals to the area around the property, and they had quite a bit of reason to search Colehep's property. In 1987, when Colehep was 15 years old, he kidnapped and sexually assaulted a 14-year-old girl at gunpoint and did 14 years in prison for the crime. The judge who presided over his case said,
25 months of the most intensive and expensive professional intervention, short of God's, will not provide no protection for the public and no rehabilitation of this juvenile by any services or facilities presently available to the juvenile court.
Now, I'm going to make one joke here, but that is fine. Marcus, you did say gunpoint, but it sounded like cum point, and I want to say that is disturbing yet still accurate.
"Gun-point or cum point?"
It sounded like cum point.
Didn't
So,
mean for it to sound like
I just
cum
want
point.
I did make, yes. I just
Want to
wanted
go
to point
ahead?
that out.
I want
I
to go.
actually like the term. Cum point is much better if there's like a guy about to jerk off on you on the train or on a bus.
I've been held at
just
cum
like,
point.
like just about to get you, and then you're all forced to be like, "Tell me, all right, we're reinstating Hillary Clinton as president." And we're like, "No, as much as you come, nothing can be fixed."
PTSD, Henry. I have it now. Thank you.
Well, a psychiatric evaluation done at the time of Kohlhepp's arrest revealed that prior to this kidnapping incident, Kohlhepp had destroyed his room with a hammer, he had bleached a goldfish, he shot a dog, and was kicked out of the Boy Scouts for disruptive behavior.
You know, first of all, you know how you can bleach a goldfish by leaving it in the dark. They turn clear. Did you know that?
Really? And also, I fear the way you can disruptive behavior in the Boy Scouts is sash snipping. He just goes through with his scissors like, "Ooh, there go your badges, you little bastard."
No, that's kind of fun though, because then you can get the button for sash snipping, and then you can put it together with the button that you sash snip. You put it together.
It's a vicious cycle in the Boy
It
Scouts.
is.
The report quoted his father as saying the only emotion that Kohlhepp was capable of was anger.
God.
Kohlhepp was released
He
from
wasn't.
prison.
Wait, was he arrested after or before Tuesday, November 8th?
Before.
So he did not have the chance to vote for Donald Trump.
Unless he was an early voter.
And he was probably an early voter, very organized. That's the problem with these people. They're very, very organized. And you know what? The thing about only feeling anger is that I can't help but feel that there's at least like 3 more emotions.
At least. Or maybe he was a Jill Stein supporter and was really against that pipeline. I don't know.
He was a Trump supporter. His Facebook feed was full of it.
Oh, I see.
Kohlhepp was released in 2001 from that prison sentence, but it only took him 5 years to bounce back. He became a real estate agent, and only a few years after that, he had his own real estate firm with 12 employees underneath him. Here's a part of his company bio. We got it. Show it, big titties. Let's see this thing.
I want to be in America. Okay, by me in America. You see,
Listing
and now,
specialist, member of both Greenville and Spartanburg Board of Realtors, BS degree in Business Administration and Marketing from University of South Carolina, BS degree in Computer Science from Central Arizona College, member of Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, licensed pilot, and former graphic designer.
Isn't that
Hey, do you think, Todd, I love all this copy. I think we should cut the whole thing where you can say truss up a woman like a prized pig off the bio.
Yeah, I agree. That picture does seem like he's like, I kill people. And they're like, they just took it right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
and that's, I kill people.
And that's just his qualifications. There's a whole fun part of his bio that comes after that. That says he drinks 2 pots of coffee a day. That he doesn't know the meaning of the words, it can wait till tomorrow. God. And, quote, has way too much fun with the label maker.
Yeah, because he keeps typing yes and yes into label makers and just putting over a bound woman's vagina to keep it closed.
All right, leave it alone, would you, for crying out loud? I would say, I mean, how insane, if you're renting a house from this guy or trying to maybe buy a house that he's selling, you'd be like, this is the bathroom, this is where I'd keep a victim, this is, you know, I mean, it's like, how don't you notice that this man's a serial killer? It's more horrifying to me than many of the cases we've talked about on the last podcast.
There was actually a woman who bought a house from him, and she said that she thought that something was a little funny about him because he wouldn't stop talking about guns the entire time.
Yeah,
and near
that's
the
South
end,
Carolina,
and near
though.
that, no, but near the end of it, she said that like he kept like cracking his knuckles and wringing his hands and saying like, "Boy, I can't wait to get back home and shoot some guns and really let off some steam."
You know, he could just been awkward. There are probably dates that are just as awkward as that have happened. If you're a woman on the stream that has had a date where a man constantly mentions his gun, but then you fell in love with him, say yes on the stream.
Well, you might be on a date with Ted Nugent. And what's wrong with the Nuge, Motor City Madman?
Well, the Spartanburg Association of Realtors released a statement regarding Kohlhepp. They said,
our real estate community was deeply disturbed and shocked when we learned of the developing news from Spartanburg County. The alleged actions of this real estate licensee are not representative of the professionalism of the Realtor Association or its members. He was the naughty one. And we have a little naughty jail we put our naughty realtors in. It's a big cage.
Yes. And that was signed by Annette Bening from American Beauty. Isn't it? I mean, is there any more of a nervous wreck of a profession than real estate?
Oh, absolutely
not. A lot
not.
of people talk about real estate as one of the most intense professions you can get into. So I guess it's so intense for him to let off steam, he had to murder a person?
I mean, it's a lot of people like real estate is kind of the last refuge because anyone can get their real estate license. In fact,
anyone? Well,
absolutely, this convicted sex offender whose bio was easily found online. He lied on his real estate exam, saying, like, they asked him, "Oh, you have a felony on your record. What's that all about?" He told them that, listen, I was 15 years old. I got into a fight with my girlfriend. I happened to have a handgun on me at the time. People were really cracking down on these handgun violations in Arizona. I got 15 years in prison for it, wouldn't you know it? But you know what? It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. They really trumped up those sexual assault charges.
I thought only professional athletes were supposed to be able to get away with this kind of stuff.
I think sexual assault charges are like a big red flag. Maybe I'm crazy. But it seems like you can't just you don't just get those. It's not like a thing where it's like,
well, they
oh
didn't
man,
know
I meant
he
to pick
got
up
one,
some
apparently.
stamps,
They thought it was a lone, just a little gun charge. Anyway, I do want to also ask, is it normal because he killed, how many boyfriends did he end up killing?
Well, he actually ended up killing 2 couples. Well, he killed the boyfriend, the girl that was held in the storage container. He held her in there for 2 months. He killed her boyfriend almost immediately, and he made her watch while he shot him in the face. And the other people that they found on the actual property, pretty soon after they found the boyfriend, they found a pair of drifters. They were married, actually. Their names were Megan Lee McCraw Coxey and Johnny Joe Coxey. And they had been missing for a year. Margaret May's, or Megan Lee's mother had reported them missing in December, but they pretty much didn't do much after that.
You know, they never drifted apart, though.
No, they molded out together in a shallow grave.
But I think the thing about staying together in a relationship is that we're all just drifters. You know what I mean? And it's all about drifting together. So.
Thank you, Henry. All right, let's take a phone call. If it's Claude again, I don't even know what to do.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Hi, you guys.
Hey, how are you?
I listened to you talk for like 5 minutes. I didn't know if I was through. Hi, I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm good. What's your name?
Who has she
My
killed?
name's Jessie.
Okay, Jesse. Thanks for calling in, Jesse.
Yeah.
We know Jesse.
Guys,
Jesse through the
thanks for
Facebook
answering.
page.
You guys are the best. I love your podcast. You guys are awesome. I love all your podcasts.
Thank you. Yes, Henry
You're
says hello.
welcome.
Henry says we know you through the Facebook page, so thank you for participating in that madness.
Henry and I are old friends.
Good.
So my question is, how did you guys all meet each other and get into doing podcasts together?
All right, how do we meet each other and doing the podcast? Jesse, we're going to hang up so we can get Henry in here, right? We have to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for your phone call. We'll answer your question now. So I met, we've talked about this a bit.
Yeah.
Met Marcus. I was doing some stand-up. He was doing a interview series on stand-ups, and we interviewed and we bonded over our love of the macabre and politics and an overall mental imbalance.
Technically, we bonded first over our mutual love of Sasha Grey.
That's right.
Yeah, and then it was Cannibal Holocaust after that, and then so on and so forth.
And Henry, maybe you should just tell this story, because Henry, Marcus, and I have told it forever, but talk about it.
They started a podcast about horror movies, and I just told them I'm now on it.
That's
I Zabrowski'd my weight on it. I remember meeting Marcus. At the time, I thought he was a woman from behind.
Yes.
Because he was dressed in a slinky dress, and then he had offered me $10 to suck his penis. And at the time, I had just arrived in New York, and I was brand new, and I thought that he was some sort of agent. I thought this was an audition, but since that confusion, once that ended, then our friendship began.
I'm
Henry,
very clever.
did you suck? You sucked it?
No, because we just started talking and laughing. We gave the money to each other.
You did not blow Marcus the first time?
No. We just were laughing. We laughed and talked, and then it went past sex.
But so at no point was he like inside of your mouth?
Henry.
At no point was Marcus Parks in...
No.
Thank you for the call. Jesse, you're the best.
Do you remember when I killed my parents?
All right, let's move on.
That was like 2 weeks ago. You're fine.
All right, so for those roundtable of gentlemen listeners, I think you're going to find this video particularly interesting. It involves a cartoon cat that I personally believe. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're skipping way
This
ahead.
is your list, my friend.
Well, we're not even close to being done with this story.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, you
There's a
fucked
lot
up.
more to go.
Holy hell, I wanted to talk about a cartoon cat.
I know you wanted to talk about our Garfield Heathcliff feud that we've got going on, but we're gonna have to
Horseshit,
wait for
and I'm
that.
gonna fucking call you out on it. You
Okay,
flip-flopper.
Let's get to some lesser important.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Cole Hepp, after his arrest, he confessed almost immediately to one of the most talked about unsolved murders in the South in recent history, the 2003 Superbike murders, in which 4 employees of Superbike Motorsports were killed in one night as they were closing up shop. Let's see the crime scene there, or at least the scene outside of Superbike murders when the murder actually occurred. Now, to corroborate his story, to corroborate Cole Hepp's story, the wife of one of the victims did indeed identify Cole Hepp as a customer and described him as, quote, disgruntled. And a actual police sketch was made around the time of the murders. Titties, do we have the police sketch?
Okay, can we also, I have not seen this police sketch yet. Is it remotely close to him? I am going to say it will not look, I think it looks more like Benjamin, like Dr. Ben Carson.
I was literally just about to say it looked like Ben Carson.
Yes, than an actual Cole Hepp here.
Yeah, put in Superbike murders police sketch.
Whoever has the job of being the police,
police sketch artist.
Yeah, they never do a good job. Have they
How
ever
big's
done
his nose? We talking Sesame Street big, or we talking King of the Jews big? No, sir.
I don't know what. Jesus indeed.
All right, well let's see this side by side here.
All right, let's check it out, Titties. Put it up on the old screen there. The audience is dying to know.
Titties!
I think he's going to look like
Titties!
Donald
Deliver!
and the Hamburglar had a baby. I don't know what happened to my tongue here.
Hamburglar.
There's a great comedian who finishes every joke with hamburger.
Yeah, Hamburger Jones.
All right, put it up, Titties. It's fine the way it is.
Yeah, just put it
throw
up
it in the
there,
screen. All right, it's
very small.
generic, just a generic. How do they get paid? How do police sketch artists get paid?
He literally just drew an oval then 2 cartoon eyes, and he's like, everybody's got hair.
He does have he has sad eyes.
Henry, what's that institute that they used to advertise, and if you could draw a turtle, then you could go and do it?
I would draw the turtle again and again, and then just felt like I would draw it and be like, I'm a really good artist. And then I would draw the turtle and be like, I'm never gonna make it. And I'd throw it out, and then I'd get another one, do the same thing again, and then throw it out.
Turns out you could have just been a police sketch artist making $150K a year.
Oh, so what shade of brown he is? No, sir, no, it's not about that. All right, you gotta draw his face. Be like, I just got 2 colors of brown from my Crayola crayon box.
Sir, he's white, so he's the paper.
Oh, so I got peach. Do I make him peach?
Unbelievable.
Now, one thing that we've got about serial killers these days that we didn't have in the past is a social media presence. We're seeing this again and again. Like each new serial killer that's coming out, all these guys have Facebook pages. They have Twitter pages. In fact, this guy, Todd, actually had a Facebook page. This is a Facebook post that he made 2 weeks after the woman that was found in his storage container after she was kidnapped along with her boyfriend. This is, let's see it here.
Reading the news. This person missing, that person missing, another person missing. Oh wait, that person just went to the beach with a friend. Other person found her with parole violation boyfriend. In the event I become missing, please note no one would take me. I eat too much and I am crabby. They would just bring me back or give me $20 for a cab ride. Most likely, if I'm missing, it's because my dumb ass did something on that tractor again and I am too stubborn to go to the doctor. I got 9 lives. I ain't done yet.
I want to point out that post got 10 ha-has on Facebook. So that's really nice to know.
It got 10 ha-has. And by the way, I will say anyone who does the ... the ellipses, that's a sociopath.
Look into the dots.
Look into the dots, absolutely.
Wow,
and
can you imagine? I was just thinking about Ted Bundy on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls would go crazy for him.
They would have gone insane for him. And worse than that Facebook post, Kohlhepp had also been posting on the Facebook account of one of his victims, the guy that he killed. He had actually been posting on his Facebook account. One of the last things he posted was an image of the last 4 lines of Hotel California, which I will read for you now. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door.
Sing it! Come on, Marcus!
Please don't sing it, or sing it.
I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax in the night, man. We're programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Welcome to the Hotel California.
I like the Eagles. I don't mean to be like, I know that is
Of course,
unpopular.
this dumb shit, dumpy bastard loved the Eagles.
I like the
he
Eagles.
Loved the Eagles. We know this from reading one of his numerous Amazon product reviews for various murder weapons and accoutrements. This one, again, is quoting Hotel California. This is for a set of padlocks. It reads, "Now my locks have locks. Places Hotel California now." 5 stars.
5
He gave
stars.
him 5 stars. That's nice.
5 stars.
That's very generous.
Yeah, let's see the next review here. This is for another set of padlocks. This one says, "Solid locks, have 5 on a shipping container. Won't stop them, but sure will slow them down till they're too old to care."
Wow.
Nothing horrifying about that. Why does nobody go through the Amazon reviews or Yelp reviews?
No, Amazon's
one cares.
full of shit like this.
Okay,
Oh
I see.
yeah, this one's for a chainsaw. It says, "Works excellent. Getting the neighbor to stand still while you chase him is hard enough without having an easy-to-use chainsaw." 5 stars.
Lol, waffle. But I mean, so we have a chainsaw, we have padlocks, we have mentions of a cage. Can't they correlate that and be like, maybe he is a sociopath?
No. He just keeps
hundreds.
big, yelling dogs.
I see.
Yeah, this next one, this is for a fixed blade. And this is, by the way, his only 4-star review. He says, "Haven't stabbed anyone yet, ... Yet, ... But I'm keeping the dream alive. And when I do, it will be with a quality tool like this."
But why did he only give it 4 out of 5 stars then?
Who knows?
Because he hasn't
not
killed
for-
yet. But actually, that's probably one of the only products he actually used, and it probably snapped while he was killing somebody in his garage.
No, he's a gunshot guy. He is gunshots all the time. But this one he actually probably did use. Henry, you want to take this one?
Keep in the car and you have to hide the bodies, and you left the full-size shovel at home. Does not come with a midget, which would have been nice. So he also wants to be a slave owner.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was culturally and socially insensitive there to use the M word. It's a little person, and that's not right.
But it still would have been nice.
To have a, but to the little person, it would be a regular size shovel. It would defeat the. I don't know. Anyway, so
Heathcliff is garbage.
no, let's leave
Heathcliff is garbage. Heathcliff is literally not remotely funny. Garfield is at least got a thing to it. At least he's got a vibe.
It's got
He's got
nuance. It's got
a brand.
nuance. There's a whole family. There's a cast of characters involved. All Heathcliff is just some fat orange cat eating bones.
Okay, you frickin' morons.
You want to see? Let's prove
Frickin',
it.
I'm a frickin' moron.
Heathcliff has a family. It's called friendship. It's called society. It's a village that
He is a
lives
junkie.
in.
He is a
He's
derelict.
not a junkie.
He is
you
not
can't
some.
get addicted to random fish bones.
Yeah, you can. Fishbone is a horrible band too.
Fishbone is wonderful.
Fishbone is fine. Heathcliff was the working man's cat, and I respect him. I love him. He had the independence of a good cat, And you know what? Maybe he wasn't politically correct all the time. But
Yes,
what did
he
he
was
do?
not.
He was himself and he told the truth.
He was whatever. It's fine. He should have gotten a job. He was a healthy man. Also, if you look at this razor blade grin on the, it kept saying that I guess there was a Nazi base that was found in the Arctic, found by the Russians, and that is true. So maybe a part of their UFO program is also true.
What the hell does that have to do with Heathcliff or Garfield?
I just saw that and I was just wanted to say something about it.
Well, let's watch a video that Henry found on YouTube that will prove beyond a shadow of the doubt that Garfield is superior to Heathcliff.
Doesn't prove that.
Let's see it.
It just does not prove that. I've
don't
seen the
prove it.
video. I've seen the
You
document.
prove
Well, we'll let the people decide.
Dumb booch.
Great. See? Art is not dead. I don't care what anybody says.
That's it,
you know what I mean?
titties.
That's
John is the government. Garfield is someone who is government subsidized. Odie just wants to be the middle class, and Garfield killed it.
Garfield is Paul.
It is
Garfield is Paul.
Heathcliff is self-reliant. He is a hard-working, rural, maybe a South Carolina,
He's a
but he's
bum.
not a killer.
He's
Flip
a
it to
bum.
this.
He's not a bum.
Flip
He's
it to
a
this.
bum. You're
Flip it
a
to this.
statist.
Odie is George. Nermal is Paul. Garfield's John.
No.
And John is Ringo.
When did what?
Who did you say is George? Odie?
Odie.
Okay, when did Normal? When did
Normal
John?
is Ringo. Normal is absolutely Ringo. John is obviously George because he keeps the whole thing together. Because
No,
without-
John is
No,
Ringo.
no, no,
Ringo
George is
kept the whole
Technically,
thing together.
George
technically
Ringo
John
kept
is
the whole
Paul.
thing together. No,
Technically John is Paul. Garfield is the rebel. Garfield's of course John.
Yeah, Garfield's definitely
Garfield's
John.
not a rebel. He's a fat, lazy pig person.
Fuck you.
Who
You go
got
fuck
everything he
yourself.
wanted. Odie was the rebel, and
No.
we're normal.
No,
I literally, if I was in the same room as you right now, I would haymaker you. I would do one of those. I would bounce off the wall and come back through and clothesline you off the fucking seat.
Well, people have to believe that because you're an entire country away.
I will kill you in your sleep. Then you can
Normal
do.
is Ringo,
All
and
right.
Odie is Paul.
I don't think that's true.
That's absolutely true.
Anyway,
I don't do Beatles math all the time, but when I do, it's off.
Heathcliff was a better interpretation or depiction of the average American than Garfield.
Homeless? You have that low of a fuck? Do you have
No,
that
I don't
low
have
of
that
an
low
opinion
of a view of the
America?
homeless either. But I do appreciate people who work for everything they get. They get the scraps. They figure out how to do it.
He didn't work for anything. His whole thing was he didn't want to work.
He literally was a lazy. He was also lazy. So if you say Garfield's lazy, Heathcliff is equally lazy, and then couldn't get his shit enough together to have. He didn't have a want. Garfield had wants and needs.
Yeah, well, you know what? Heathcliff had a community that relied on him for leadership, and he gave them that leadership. All right.
Well,
Like
give him
Osama
the-
bin
let's
Laden.
give him the last word on this one, Henry. Just give him the last word.
We have to move on. Is there a call? All right, let's take a call.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi,
how are you?
Heathcliff or Garfield?
Don't.
Ooh,
Heathcliff.
Garfield.
I'm going to say Garfield.
Thank
Well,
you.
that's typical because you have a status situation happening where you have a series of individuals who are coming against a minority group, such as myself and the Heathcliff supporters. That's fine. We'll take that.
Hi, what's your name?
Stephanie.
Hi,
Thank you,
Stephanie.
How are you? What do you want?
I'm good. It was more just a throwback to the feed question that Henry had. I've been on, well, we'll call it a quote date with a guy that talked about his guns. One of which was rainbow colored.
Oh,
That's a thing.
did he call it Rainbow? Did he have a name for it? Or did he have? Was it something different?
He didn't have a name for it.
Was he a My Little
but the-
Pony guy?
It's a brony, isn't it?
No, he's not. But the funny thing is, I married him a month ago.
Congratulations!
You see, that's it. It's about work.
Then again,
You got to
he
make
also
love
has
work.
a full back tattoo of Jesus getting punched out by Christopher Walken. So I'm okay with my life choices.
Well, that's
think you did
wonderful,
all right.
Humor
Stephanie.
there.
Yeah, you found yourself a real man's man, and it seems like, check the room, make sure there's not a cage in it, filled with other girls.
Have you moved in with him yet?
No, yeah, we've lived together for a few years.
Okay, so there's no cage there.
No cage. Well, that's great.
No.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for calling in. And I guess Christopher Walken, Jesus walked on water, so maybe it makes sense that Christopher Walken knocked him out.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, no! All right, Stephanie, thanks so much for calling. Okay. So
I see, this is the problem. I wonder if you would wait all the way to marriage to put somebody in a cage, right?
Well,
Isn't
what is marriage
cage
other
enough?
than that?
Yeah. What?
That is marriage, isn't it?
Putting someone in a cage?
I was also making a
depends on how you
1990s
view
marriage.
Ben.
Psychological. Psychological cage. Not really. Love is real. All right.
You sounded like a human tombstone when you said that.
Birthdays are for the dying. Funerals are for the living.
Not quite.
God. You write it down.
I did write it down. Look, it says Garfield Creature's birthday.
Just take care of it.
A strange new creature has been discovered off the coast of Bali.
Yeah.
Let's see the video, Travis.
What is it? What is
Yeah,
it?
I don't
No, you solved the infrastructure.
Oh my God.
God
Titties
damn
is
it,
just-
titties.
Now I am just a strange new creature.
Here it is.
All right, rewind the video.
No, we don't need to rewind it. This is it.
Ew.
What is it?
Hit it with a fucking shovel.
No, it's beautiful.
I think it is kind of beautiful.
No, it's not.
Now I don't know. Oh, it's like a balloon creator.
There's probably a homeless man in Malibu right now that would fuck that.
Oh my God, are you serious? They might have a mansion.
There's a homeless man on this block that would fuck that.
Oh, I love the way that they eat, though. This is me at every buffet, and they just go for everything, and whatever they get, they like.
It looks like a living condom.
It does. As a matter of fact, do you think that's what that is? So many used condoms were thrown into the ocean, from Florida most likely, and they formed this creature.
Do you know those things like rat kings? Then when a bunch of rats get together, they morph together. What? That's just a bunch of used condoms.
Could be.
Its head, sometimes it looks like a butt, and sometimes it looks like balls.
I'm just glad our Vice President Pence is going to make sure condoms are illegal and these creatures can't live anymore.
Well, I am actually not as disturbed as many times I am when doing these shows with you guys.
It's a creature of wonder.
I think it is a creature of wonder, and you know, it looks like you know when you used to be able to blow those little bubbles with the through the straw. You would put
Kill it!
That's
Kill
kind
it!
of fun.
Are you yelling cock?
Kill it!
Oh,
No, I don't see how you could kill it. All right, that's good. There it is.
Well, what we have that bit footage, and all right, that's good, Travis. We have that footage, but we also have footage of two of these creatures mating.
Yeah.
This is really weird shit. But yeah, let's see this mating ritual between these two creatures.
Hope you're fingering your girl or your man right now while this goes on.
I don't know. The finger of the man is it? Well,
Finger the man.
that's fine. Yeah, do
You
whatever
can
you
finger
want.
the man. Finger.
You do whatever you want to do. All right,
This is great.
You know
what? This is why people pay to watch this show. This is the reason why we put this together. You know what I mean? Years of creating a show, creating a vibe. It's for stuff like this. It's for moments like today.
Spore really was fun.
Our boys overseas fight so that we can show these videos. And today's Veterans Day, and that's what this is about. This is about Veterans Day.
It is. All right. Can we watch less of this? There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Birthdays are for the dying.
All right. Do we want to do that? Because this will be one of our last videos.
Oh,
and
absolutely, we want to do this.
I personally want to make this point. I don't like the video. I disagree with the content. I disagree with Henry and Marcus. But as we've learned this week, democracy is flawed.
And speaking of this week, we know
We're
that
the
a lot of our
majority.
listeners out there, a lot of our listeners, you had birthdays this week, and I know that this was for some of you, maybe you had a fantastic birthday, maybe it was the best birthday present that you ever had, but for I think a lot of you out there, it was a pretty crummy birthday.
People were upset this week. I would say this was probably one of the saddest weeks at an Applebee's that there's been.
Oh, I don't
at
think
an
that's
Applebee's?
true. Applebee's are
Oh,
loving
no,
this.
No, it's the saddest week in like a vegan restaurant, but at an Applebee's, this is a pretty jubilant week.
Yeah.
But this is something for all of you who had a birthday in the last few days that maybe was overshadowed a little bit. We found a video just for you.
No, it's not.
It's just for you.
It's just for them.
It's just for you.
I don't understand this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
This is nice.
Happy birthday, dear Pace Marie. Happy birthday to you.
And that's that.
That's how you blow the candles out.
Stop blowing the candles out. It's,
They are just pissing on it.
understand.
Happy birthday, everybody.
That's it.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy birthday to you.
That is great.
That's enough of that. Thank
That
you.
is great.
Let's just get rid of.
Birthday, one and all. Happy birthday.
Happy
Again.
birthday.
From last podcast on the left.
No,
last
not from
stream
last.
on the left.
From 1/3.
Last stream
From
on the left.
All happy
2/3 of it.
birthday.
Not
From
all
the
of
bottom
us.
of
It's
our
just not
hearts.
me. No.
Happy
From us
birthday.
to you.
If it's your grandma's
I'm
89th
supposed to
birthday,
be-
wheel her closer to the computer and roll back the footage and play her that video again. Because I hope that it is your grandma's last vision on her head, that her eyeballs, if she dies right in that moment, it's burnt into the skin of her eyelids. The stream of a group of men's piss onto a birthday cake.
I will never understand why you guys have become obsessed with male urine.
We haven't become.
You have.
I'm not obsessed
You have.
with it.
No, the universe has given us lots of male urine videos.
A lot of male urine videos. We
All
showed a
right.
video of someone. No one will let us show the other video. You won't let us show
I don't want
Kissel.
you to show it. If I had one other person in my corner, it wouldn't be shown.
I mean, here's an old one.
No, we're not showing. What is this? What?
Show here's an old one.
No, we're not showing here's an older. No, we are ending the show. All right, that's this live stream. I think we have to wrap it up. Titties, are we wrapping it up? Oh,
All right, so
we
let
have
me
to
do
wrap
this.
it
Let
up.
me first just say, all right, at Clover Nuts, I love you. Go Banana, first time seeing the live stream. Thank you for tuning in. You did good. Moving Coach Charles, hello to you. And don't kill a boy out there this week. Guys, for a second, don't kill a boy.
Well, for most seconds, don't. All right, that's Marcus. I'm Ben. That's Henry, obviously. And we'll be back here next week, 7:30 p.m. AdultSwim.com. Check us out.
Thank you very much, everyone. Hail Gabe.
Have a classy evening.
Megustalations, one and all.